the times to come down here, Echo. You choose now. How do I pause my videos? This out? Nope, that's not out. Figure it out another time. Anyway, welcome to... Well, we'll find out in a moment, alright? Right now, let's start. You are here. Welcome. I need to fix this music. It's loud in my ears. I've been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Hello. Nice hat. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the storyteller. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I shall be your guide going forward. Now then, before we begin our story, I shall make each another's fork full of ramen. And there are also several things I must bring to your attention. Yes, I am eating ramen. I actually am eating. This is lunchtime for me right now. It's actually like 3 in the afternoon, but I don't eat lunch till late because I'm an idiot who doesn't have much of a life, so, you know. Like most of us, right? Right? Ow. Fuck. Sorry about that. I just burnt my lip. Ow. Wow. Still hot. But delicious. I love ramen. Anyway. First, this game uses autosave. The game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any time. Saving is a very important element of games. It is the only way to keep your memories in place. Not wish to rely on autosave alone, you can also save manually via the menu. I love saving. I love autosaving in my mind. It happens every time I go to sleep. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. It's the menu button. Options. Audio. I'll leave it on 20 in my volume, that way I can finally hear my voice. It's crazy. Alright. Excuse me. Vibration. On what? My mouse? My computer? How am I gonna feel vibration? I'm not playing on a controller, because this game, as far as I'm aware, is not on PlayStation or Xbox or anything like that. I think I'll leave everything the way it is. Store defaults? No, I'm good. Anyway, there's this, files versus interest, auto button display. We got the transcript. Save, load, return to title. No, we do not want to do that. I looked at the button menu. The menu button? Excuse me for a moment. Really should have ate earlier, but I was busy with something else, so I didn't get time to eat until just now. And, I mean, I usually play games and record them during the daytime, but I decided, why not? I have nothing better to do at this very moment, and I decided, let's record this game, because I watched a YouTuber play this game. I watched a few episodes of a YouTuber watch has recently started playing this game, and it got my interest, and I want to play it for myself. So my reactions will be genuine. Well, kind of genuine. From here, you can check the text log for your useful files and switch auto mode on and off. I can't tell if I'm doing the proper voice with these headphones on. You can also adjust the brightness, volume, and other settings in the options menu. For instance, if there's a voice you prefer not to hear, you can mute it by setting the voice volume to 0. I suggest you check the brightness, controls, and other settings now before going on. I like the way that works. Okay. Brightness. 50's always good. I always keep it at 50 unless it's too dark. I should also eat another fork full of ramen before I can move on as well. Echo, what are you doing? Using your litter box, or are you checking out the bathroom? Echo. Love you, girl. There's no room up here for you. Well, there is, but like, be careful when you go up here, Echo. Listen to this music, music reminds me of, Papers, Please. Base page. How to play. Controls. Gamepad. Gamepad. I'm not playing on a gamepad. Buddy, I'm not playing on a gamepad. I'm just gonna hope that most of the controls are the same for keyboard. This isn't, not looking around. You can look around in most situations when you are able to use the controller. I am not using a controller. I'm using a computer. I'm using a keyboard. A laptop keyboard at that. Try looking around for hidden clues. Autosaves will be created at every important juncture, so you can turn off the game at any time without worry. You can also save and load manually. When resuming the game, the last save will be reloaded automatically. Changing settings. A variety of settings can be changed from the options menu. For example, you can set the voice volume to 0 if you prefer not to hear voices. I changed control thing. What? Key bindings. Oh! Here we are. What's the point of this? I don't got a clue. Cancel. Well. We'll see how it works. Give me a moment. An even bigger moment. I need to take care of something real quick. I'll be back in like a minute. And I don't know how to pause the video using Streamlabs, so I apologize for making you all have to sit through this minute, but I'll be real quick. Of course you poop. I'm back. I will explain other essential functions when the time is right. There is one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. It feels strange to go on without knowing your name. Please, tell me what I may call you. Shadow. I see. Be Shadow, is it? No, I said Shadow. Oh, how rude of me. Please, pardon my mistake. I was sure that's what you said. To see I was wrong. What came over me? Let me try again. You should be called Shadow. No, I said Shadow. I'm joking. Yes. Yes, see, very good. I seem to have gotten it right this time. Alright, now that we've been properly introduced, let us begin our story. From antiquity to present day, regardless of how society and civilization evolve, death has been a constant presence that none have ever escaped. Whether it is one's own or that of someone close, I can't speak. Death is always a difficult thing to accept. Let's try that one more time. Whether it is one's own or that of someone close, death is always a difficult thing to accept. This is an immutable reality, a value shared by all, no matter the age in which they live. I am 400 years old after all. I know this stuff. I'm as old as the universe. Older even. I know everything there is to know. In fact, oral traditions reflecting people's fears and prayers regarding death still remain. Ghosts, spirits, and so on. Similarly, in an attempt to defy death, many curses, rituals, and customs have been born, from burning spirit incense to summoning the souls of the dead. Some of those secret arts are still being passed down to this day. On that note, Shadow, this may seem rather abrupt, but is there someone you wish to bring back from the dead? Canterbury, my cat. No. Not really. Well, I don't really. What if you had one chance to use a secret art of resurrecting the dead? Yes, if you had the power to bring someone back to life, one time and one time only, what would you do, Shadow? I'd eat a forkful of ramen as I contemplate it over. Which from you do right now. Ah, shoot. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the one I choose. That's probably the one I was gonna choose anyway. I'm like wiping out the computer. Yeah, like 5. That probably. Whatever. It's all good. I should probably stop eating computer. I didn't think that would click it, man. Shoot. Alright. I see. Very interesting. Do you even see the options? Nope. Yes, that's what I thought you would say. It's not what I thought I would say, but, you know, at the same time, it is what I thought I would say. It's always going to be with my playthroughs, isn't it? Where I always do something stupid and it always turns out to be whatever. What seems to be the matter? I chose without seeing the options. That's the matter. You want to know what this box that has been sitting here is? No, it's a TV. I know what that is. I've seen one. I owned one. I'm 20, but I did have a TV like that once in my life. Quite a curious thing, isn't it? It is called a color television. The world I will be sending you to is full of devices such as this that do not exist in the age you are from. Well, they do exist. They just, how should I say this? They aren't used anymore. This era, a color television can be found in nearly every household. That is not all. For example, a person should wish to contact someone while they are out of their home. That's a telephone box. And for people out there that don't know what the hell a phone box is, well, look it up on Google. I'm joking. Telephone boxes are what they used to use, like payphones. You know, I don't even think people these days know what payphones are anymore. Payphone is a phone in a box, usually, where you go in, you put a quarter in, you slide a quarter into a slot, and then you dial a number by using those old-fashioned dialing circle thingies. I don't know what you call them, but that rather than typing in numbers, you had to use this little circle thingy with your finger, move it to the number. It would go once you let go, it would roll back to the top. Then you do it again and 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 again until you put all the numbers in. Then you call the number, and that's how they used to work. Use public telephones like this that can be found all over the city. Can you imagine what life would be like in such a time? Yes, I've written stories of this type of situation, of life in such a time. I'd be thrilled to have you continue the story, Shadow. I'd be thrilled too. Let's go. Like, after all, that is why you came here. No? So let us begin. I've kept you waiting long enough. I've kept myself waiting long enough. We've been doing this for half an hour because I'm eating. I present to you PARANORMASIGHT, a bizarre tale surrounding the curse known as the Rites of Resurrection. A peculiar yarn ensnaring 9 men and women in a fierce fight for their lives as it unravels. 9 men and women? Like 9 men and 9 women, or 9 people consisting of men and women that you combine? Probably what he meant. It probably doesn't mean 18 people. It probably just means 9 people. But I could be wrong. We might not be having a 999 situation where 9 people are stuck, trapped in some sort of situation or whatever. Some of the characters appearing will within surely share your views on the Rites of Resurrection. Imagine those who have lost someone dear to them will feel particularly strongly about it, clinging to it as their last desperate hope. First, I shall introduce a man named Shogo Oki. Oki? I'm gonna be mispronouncing that. I'm gonna pronounce it the same way the YouTuber I watch pronounce it. Shogo Okie. Oki. Shogo Oki. Okie. Okie. I'm gonna say okay. Shogo Okie. It's one of. Alright. I hope I know office worker. Shogo Okie. Sex, male. Occupation, office worker. Shogo is an unremarkable young man, entering his third year of working in the planning department at Haku Soaps, a chemical company headquartered in Sumida. Born in western Tokyo to an ordinary family around the same time as the birth of color television. Color TV, or something. He grew up amidst the boom of special effects heavy action films, anime, variety shows, professional baseball, and pop music. Action films, anime! Shogo graduated from a famous private university in Tokyo and has since settled into an apolitical mindset, common among those of his generation, with no strong ideals and no particular dissatisfaction with the world as it develops around him. He is content to just go with the flow, having stumbled into his current position by pure chance, and it is safe to assume he will follow the stereotypical path of working his way up the ladder, starting a family and remaining at the same company until retirement. That doesn't happen these days. In today's day and age, people can't keep a job for more than 5 days. If they manage to keep a job that long, they won't be in the same job a year from then. They'll have at least switched 5 jobs until then because people can't stay in the same job anymore. He plays folk guitar as a hobby and is currently looking for a girlfriend. Of course he is. The storyteller. Sex? Occupation? The storyteller guides those who visit PARANORMASIGHT. Everything else about him remains a mystery. Breaking news. Oh, I wonder what it could be at such a time. I gotta eat. Oh. Oops. Early this morning, the body of a drowned man was discovered at a park in Sumida City. Police have identified the body as Shogo Okie, a 25-year-old man who worked at a company in the area. As signs of a struggle were found, the Sumida police suspect foul play and have launched an investigation. Oh my god, motherfucker. I apologize for cussing. Oh, I should probably mention this game is not for the faint of heart. It has themes of suicide, murder, drowning, and dismemberment, probably. Possibly sexual abuse. I haven't the slightest idea. All I know is that this game is not for kids, and it is not for the faint of heart. Oh, excuse me. Please pay no mind to what you have just seen. Goodness, you barely nearly saw something that would have spoiled the story. Just pretend you did not see that. Let's turn time back a smidge and start again from there. Do you understand? You saw nothing. You know nothing. You are nothing. This story is a work of fiction. All locations, characters, organizations, legends, etc. that appear in this game have no relation to reality. Remember that, guys. It's a work of fiction. Square Enix presents Shogo. Shogo. Pogo. Shogo, are you alright? Ah, hello there. There's no voice acting in this game, so I gotta figure out what kind of voice I want to give this girl. This lady. This is a woman. Hmm. Hey, can you hear me? Hey, that's not a proper answer. Earth the Shogo, okay. What do you think you're doing falling asleep here? You gave me quite the shock. Come on now. Up with you, up. Okay, and... there. How's that? Alright? You feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors half balanced? Nah, I'm just as humorous as always. Aha! I'm fine, I think. There's definitely nothing wrong with my humors. Though my head's still a little fuzzy. Who am I? Why am I here? Who are you? Why do I exist? Office worker, Shogo Okie. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Turn your head around a little bit to see if you can walk alright. When the game is in your control, drag the screen or move the right stick to look around. Try looking around your surroundings now. Oh, that is a mouse. Oh. What's that? Hey, look, a phone booth. Oh, hi! Good, good. Oops! Good. You seem to be fine. What a relief. Do you remember anything? Like where we are? Or what we were doing? The Rites of Resurrection? Hey, let's save, you know? You know what I mean? I'm saying, it's a good idea. Oh no, you look so confused. You're messing with me, right? Stop it, you're scaring me. Alright, let's just calm down. Take a good look around you, okay? Look around and select things you want to investigate. You can converse with people by selecting their faces. Where are we? Oh right, this is Amida City, Tokyo. We're at Kinshibori Park near Kinshicho Station. What brought me here? Saying she needed my help with something important. It's just past midnight. There's nobody else around. Mita City, Tokyo. One of the 23 districts of Tokyo, located in the eastern part of the city. It's surrounded by the Sumida, Arakawa, and Kuyanaka rivers at the start of the Showa era. The area was still divided into two districts, the southern Honjo and northern Mukojima, but they were merged into one district after the Second World War. It's said to be named after the Sumida River and the banks that line it. Like the river, however, its name uses the character for ink rather than that for corner. Even now, people still frequently mix up the two, despite suffering extensive damage from both the Great Kanto earthquake and air bombings during the war. Sumida managed to recover and come out on top every time. Once filled with some samurai residences, it is now home to a thriving industrial district and many residential zones, though evidence of its previous character can still be found all around the area. Major landmarks, tourist attractions, Echo Temple, former Yasuda Gardens, site of Kira Kazukenasuke's residence, Honjo Matsuzaka-cho Park. God lord, those names are long. Sumida Park, Tokyo Metropolitan Memorial Hall, Mukojima Heiaken Gardens, Kinshibori Park. Opened 1950. Conveniently close to Kinshicho Station and surrounded on all sides by roads. This paved park is a popular spot for people to meet or relax. Kinshibori Park was named after the Kinshibori Canal, part of the South Warigusei Canal, which could once be found nearby. In fact, the area's name, Kinshicho, was also derived from the canal. Oh, there's only 49 things. That's an interesting looking playground. Yes, it is. This is a very interesting looking ramen. There's crawling with kids during the daytime, but it's kind of peaceful here at night. That's just my voice, isn't it? Like, look at the sky. These telephone booths are all over town. The lights are always on. The lights are always on, so they can be used in an emergency. Telephone booth. Small booth containing a public telephone. Most often found in parks or along roads, local telephone calls can be placed at a rate of 10 yen per 3 minutes. More recently, telephone booths were capable of accepting prepaid cards known as excuse me, I apologize. Known as telephone cards have begun to spread, enabling one to make a phone call without the need for small change. The telephone booths in the downtown area tend to be plastered with unauthorized advertisements and leaflets, a problem that has shown no sign of slowing down. Neither has this, neither has this ramen. This ramen ain't slowing down either. What? That's Yoko Fukunaga. Good. At least I can remember that much. Oh, that's my... When you give this guy a voice, he's not me. I first met her about a month ago. She's 23, works as a housekeeper, and is really into the occult. If I think harder, I could probably recall a little more about what's going on. We've only met a few times, but we've really hit it off. She's a lot of fun to be around. No idea how she feels, though. In the sense she isn't thinking about me that way right now. But I know I've got a thing for bubbly girls who are into dark things like the occult. Paranormal fanatic, Yoko Fukunaga. Yoko Fukunaga, sex, female. Occupation, housekeeper. After obtaining a junior college degree, Yoko started working as a housekeeper. Due to her ability to see things see things others cannot, she has received strange looks from a young age. This ability spurred an interest in the paranormal, which she continues to pursue to this day. Following graduation, Yoko worked a desk job at a trading company, but butted heads with her supervisor, who was skeptical of the supernatural, and quit within a year. Now, while working as a housekeeper, she spends her days devouring mystery magazines and visiting haunted spots. As she vowed to live her life true to herself and never change for the sake of others, Yoko has no regrets about the path she has taken. Yoko has a dog, a Shiba Inu named Ogopogo, of course, who has been by her side since she was a student. I know what Ogopogo is. It's a Japanese folklore. Learned about it recently, actually. Like about a week, 3 or 4 weeks ago. Ah, yikes, that was close. If we died before we got our hands on the rite of resurrection, everything would be over before it started. Recall. Let me think. What can I remember? Okay, her name is Yoko Fukunaga. We met about a month ago. What's the deal with this park? It was around noon on one of my days off. I had just finished running some errands and consumed. Excuse me, I need to drink some water. I'm done eating ramen. I think I'm done eating ramen now, so I can focus on the game. Ramen's so dry though. Good lord, that wasn't the greatest of choices in my opinion. It was around noon on one of my days off. I had just finished running some errands in Honjo and was here taking a quick break. I was just looking around absent-mindedly. Oh, am I actually looking around? When I noticed this girl loitering about. She was digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seemed to be enjoying herself, talking to animal figures and petting them on their heads. She seemed crazy, but I liked that. I liked crazy. My curiosity got the better of me before long. I struck up a conversation. This voice does not suit this kid. Let me change it. Hey, are you looking for something? Sorry, I must look like a total weirdo. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm looking for something. If you want, I could give you a hand. Really? I mean, that'd be a huge help, but... Are you really just a good Samaritan? Or are you after, you know, something else? Huh? I'm a good Samaritan. Definitely the other thing. I mean, based off of what he was saying originally, like before, I would say he's after the other thing. But I'm gonna say because I can. Good Samaritan. Oh wow, my hero! People like you really do exist. I think I might cry. Okay, I guess I'll let you help me. Be warned, you might regret what you've got yourself into. No worries. What are you looking for, anyway? Use a bracelet or something? Not exactly. I'm searching for one of the 7 mysteries. Supposedly, this is the location of the Whispering Canal. I'm gonna stick with the voice I gave him originally. Oh, what? Now I've done it. I bet you think I'm some kind of lunatic. The Mysteries of Honjo. Do you know anything about it? I figured everyone around here would have at least heard of it, but I guess not. Honjo is what the southern part of Sumida is called. A long time ago, this part of Tokyo was split into 2 separate cities. The north part was Ukojima, and the south part was Honjo. Am I boring you? Well, I'm not a local or anything. I just work around here. I just work here. Oh, then no wonder you didn't know. Can't speak. I can't speak. Well, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo is a legend, dating all the way back to the Edo period. Really? Is that old? That's like... over 200 years ago. Oh, I've got your attention after all. I assumed it was one of those fake stories made up to chase the occult craze. I don't blame you. A lot of the popular stories going around are pretty fishy. But the 7 Mysteries of Honjo are different because they're all true. They're true? That's what I said. They're the real deal. So hold on. What does that mean? What does that mean? You're telling me there's actually paranormal stuff at work in this park? Yep, pretty much. But there's got to be more to it. After all I've done, I still without a theme. It was the first time I met Yoko Fukunaga. Oh. 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Honjo became known as a hotspot for strange happenings during the Edo period. A number of these stories have survived to this day and become known as the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Speaking of, this game is not just called PARANORMASIGHT. This is PARANORMASIGHT, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. That's what this game is called. I know it took about an hour before I finally revealed the title of the game, but, you know, it was worth it. While many of these were likely the result of people blaming things they didn't understand on spirits or monsters, the stories continue to be told as urban legends. Despite what the name would imply, there are actually more than 10 of these strange tales. Their roots likely come from stories told by the city's common folk. The most famous of the stories is the Whispering Canal, which eventually became the basis for both an idiom and a well-known Rakugo story. Rakugo. The most famous of the 7 mysteries, the Whispering Canal, the Fool's Procession, the beckoning light, the hunting clappers, the evergreen beach, the taiko of Sugaro, the foot-washing mansion, they washed feet, the one-sided reed, the ever-burning lantern. Now, an enduring superstition. A woman? Formerly known as Kinshibori, many fishermen once gathered on this section of the canal that ran through Honjo. As their days came to a close and the fishermen gathered up their catches, a terrifying voice would rise up from the canal whispering, "Leave it behind! Leave it behind!" Those who ignored the voice found themselves unable to move, and their previously full baskets of fish emptied. They would then be dragged into the canal, never to return. The strange phenomenon continued to occur, and the people began to call this body of water the Whispering Canal. Location in the southern part of the modern Sumida city. It consisted mostly of swamplands until the middle of the Edo period. While it wasn't originally considered part of the city of Edo itself, the area on the eastern side of the Sumida River began to be developed once the Ryogoku Bridge was built. After the Great Fire of Miyareki, I'm a wrecking you. While Honjo was known for its large number of rivers and canals, many of these were dug during the area's urbanization for drainage and sewage. The Ryogoku Bridge area, home to the Iko Temple, eventually became filled with both people and shops. Their magistrate was assigned to the area, and shops continued to pop up. It soon became a part of Edo proper, as its reputation as a lively place spread. Honjo, along with other areas like Ashikusa and Fukukawa, are still appreciated today for their old-fashioned feel and architecture. Oh, crazy. Allergies. Paranormal phenomena, the supernatural, aliens, cryptids, lost civilizations, ESP, the list goes on. Such unexplained phenomena are quick to take on a life of their own. A plesiosaur named Nessie living in Loch Ness, sightings of mythical creatures like the Tsuchinoko or Heibagon, I don't know what those two are. The urban legend of the Kushisake Anna? I don't know what that is either. Television reports of spoon-bending psychics, documentaries which feature mediums and spirit photography. These are only a few examples of stories that have captivated the public. The only one I know of is Nessie. There is no end to this obsession in sight, with magazines on paranormal phenomenon enjoying widespread publication. Most recently, rumors of an ancient ritual known as the Rite of Resurrection have been spreading in certain circles. We exchanged contact information, and we've talked on the phone a few times since. We've even met in person once or twice. But she never brought up the 7 Mysteries of Honjo again. I figured she got bored of it. Till today, when all of a sudden she decided to resume her search. Huh? Wait a second. Where did Yoko go? That's right, she asked me to come here to help her look for one of the 7 mysteries. Actually, I think I did some research on the 7 mysteries of Honjo. Can't remember all too well. I should check my files. Hey, look at that more. Oh, God. We're gonna be here forever. I got 5 minutes. Let's do this. Oh. The Fool's Procession. An enduring superstition. A mysterious tale regaling an encounter had by Daimyo at his residence in Honjo's Ushijima, now Komagata High School. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of a Kagura performance. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when one neared the Waragusai Canal. The source of the sound was never located. The story is also known as the Procession of the Tanuki. Many were of the belief that it must have been those mischievous tricksters behind it. Oh! It was all, of course, it was those mischievous tricksters, obviously. What else would it be? Beckoning light, an enduring superstition. While walking along the road near Honji? At night, one might spot a hazy lantern light up ahead, despite there being no one around. Following it will cause it to go out suddenly when getting near, but just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, another light will appear further ahead, as if guiding the one who sees it. Some say the flame is benevolent, leading people to their homes, while others believe it a monster leading people astray. Some even believe it's the vengeful spirit of someone that died during the lost to the land of the dead. Haunting clappers. I apologize. As the evening bell rings in Uriecho, near the present-day Shimoku Bridge, night watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all the while striking his wooden clappers. But tonight, the sound of another set of clappers answers back. He curiously claps his clappers together, and again, clack, clack, the echo answers again. But no matter how hard he searches for the source of this second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some say it was the work of a mischievous tanuki or kitsune, while others say it was a warning of the spirit of someone who lost their life in a terrible fire. Or maybe it was his clappers echoing, legitimately echoing back, and just didn't realize it. Evergreen Beach. Once upon a time in North Ukurabashi, a beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of Lord Shinden's residence, now known as the former Yasuda Gardens. It was so impressive that the house became known among the people as the Beach Residence. Somehow, no one had ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree. As the rumors spread of the eternally green tree, it became known as the Evergreen Beach. However, this particular species of tree was actually an evergreen, so the lack of fallen leaves was nothing out of the ordinary. This has led people to say that the strangest part of this legend is the fact that it even became a legend at all. Taiko Tsugaru. There once was a daimyo from the Hirosaki domain in Tsugaru who built a residence in Midoricho on the large piece of land. On this estate was an almost 8-meter tall tower that served as a lookout for fires. And a designated firefighter was allowed to use a large drum that resided atop the tower in the event of a fire. While most towers used wooden blocks to sound the fire alarm, for some reason this residence was permitted to use drums. Residence and special privileges led to much speculation and gossip among the townsfolk. The Foot-Washing Mansion. This is a story of something that occurred in the dead of night in a residence in Migasacho, modern-day South Warigisai Street in Kamezawa. A foul-smelling wind rattled the house. Suddenly, a giant foot, drenched in blood, smashed through the ceiling. "Wash!" it commanded. That really hurt my throat. Oh my god. Don't do that again. After the servants carefully washed the foot, it returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken. A man who had been visited by the foot every night asked a friend to trade houses with him. That night, the foot stopped appearing. As I read, there was once an infamous rogue by the name of Tomezo, who fell for a woman named Okama. Tomezo persistently chased after Okama, attempting to win her heart over and over again, but she rejected his advances each time. Enraged by her indifference to him, Tomezo brought a dagger to a canal near Ryogoku Bridge and attacked Okama. He cut the arm and leg off one side of her body, and threw them into the canal. Ever since then, the reeds growing along the canal have only spread leaves on one side. Let's say this. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Just because she doesn't like you doesn't mean you gotta go and kill her. Ever-burning lantern. On a bone-chilling winter's night, one may happen upon a subway cart along the canal known as South Warigisai. But there's something strange about this cart. No matter when one might visit, its owner is nowhere to be found. Yet the lantern that hangs from it stays perpetually lit, burning brightly even with no oil to fuel it. Should one attempt to put out the flame, it immediately roars back to life. However, there is also the tale of the never-burning lantern, another telling of this story in which a silver cart's lantern always remains dark, refusing to be lit. Now there's two of them! I think I'm going to end this episode here. It's gone on just a minute over an hour. I'm trying to keep these videos to about an hour, maybe 30 minutes, depending on how much maybe an hour. An hour is probably best for the videos like these. Anyway, I'm going to end this one here. So I'll see you in the next video.